Yeah, so hello again. And, today I just want to touch on the fact of like who is to blame for the situation about gambling and the addiction. Because I was looking at it and saying, it's big business, right? So, as a online gaming company or a gambling institution, it's your job really to get people into gambling. If people are getting hooked by gambling, there's a lot of talk around being responsible, and the companies must advertise their services responsibly and whatever else. But the ultimate goal is to get people to spend money, and it's those people that are hooked, that have got that addictive personality, that will become the customers of a gaming site. Just think about the economics of it. How a gambling addict will feed into the company's bottom line. And, I've been looking at it from a perspective of like a user, like a gaming user, a gaming site user. And, your job, what your role is to get people in. And if you're the marketing executive of a company, you want to get people really like hooked on it. Your job is to get users to subscribe, to sign up, to gamble. Yeah. So that's how they have all their clever marketing emails that go out to victims. I'm going to say victims in this case, to people that are quite susceptible to it. I think it's interesting. Like, I was looking at some statistics, and they were saying since the lockdown began, they've seen an increase, a bit of a spike in online gaming, online gambling. And this is all whilst, people are in lockdown, whilst they're bored and whilst they haven't got nothing else going on. I'm interested. I'm actually going to do some research into the sort of numbers in regards to advertising revenue, what's going on with gambling. Because look, my point is it's not, I'm not here to blame a gambling company or gaming site. I'm here to talk about the recovery and how an addict can, say, recover from an addiction like gambling. I think it's really powerful, the process of recovery, and how it can be implemented in one's life, and how we can also implement it into other areas of our lives. And addictions are something that's rife in this country, in this beautiful place where we live, in the world, the beautiful world where we live. I live in England. It's a beautiful place. There's so much opportunity, so much going on, so much to do, but people have got that spiritual hole. And it's interesting now, as the lockdown is kind of easing, to see people going back about their lives, and what are they bringing into that fold? Are we falling back into old habits? Are we, formulating new plans? Where do we sit within ourselves, and where do we sit, in society? For me, it really is about giving back, and what I can implement, what I can bring to the world, what changes, what positive change can I influence in this world? What am I doing for my people? And when I say my people, I mean everybody. It's beautiful. It's really important for me to expel some of the myths around gambling addiction. And one of them are that, you have to gamble every day to be qualified as a gambling addict, and that's definitely not true. Definitely not. It's a problem. It's an addiction if it's actually causing problems, or if you're doing it more frequently than you necessarily want to. Another one is it's not really a problem if you can afford it. Nah, I can't agree with that. Even if you can afford it and you're covering the expense, it's when it's beyond excess, when you're overdoing it. Yeah, that's when it's a problem. We've got to face up to that, and the first stage in recovery is facing up to the fact that it's a problem. Another myth is that a gambling addict is weak-willed or unintelligent. That I can vouch is not true. Some of the most intelligent people I know are gambling addicts. Whether even from the maths or whatever else, the maths ain't my strong point, but even if it's from the maths perspective, you know, it doesn't mean that you're weak-willed. It just means you've got that disease. And when I say disease, I'm talking about dis-ease, a discomfort within yourself. The fact that, you know, you're always looking for that external gratification, to that external reward. And the recovery process is about finding that reward from within you. You know, that's what it's about. Yeah, and another myth around gambling addiction is that the partners of an addict gambling is what causes the gambler to carry on with their addiction. Listen, it's about opening up and just being real with yourself. Yeah, it's an addict or a gambler is going to find any excuse to, you know, carry on their behavior. Yeah, they'll blame anybody, blame anything, but it's really about stepping up and realizing that it's your behavior that's dragging you down. Let's say someone has a problem with gambling, and you know, you might think of helping them out by giving them some money to pay off some of their debts. It's a quick fix solution. Never really gonna solve the problem, is it? Because remember, the problem isn't the fact that they've got no money. The problem is that they've been gambling their money away. And by you giving them money just to solve that problem, you're probably just exacerbating the problem. You're probably just accelerating it, because they're just going to go and do the same thing again. It's about understanding what's causing the problem. And although a lack of money or a debt or something like that might be the symptom of a problem, it's not the root cause of the problem. And this series of recovery with Ike is about dealing with the root cause. It's about stepping up, and it's about understanding the behavior that you're carrying out that's creating an outcome that we don't want. Look, again, thank you for all of the interaction. You know, this is, again, like I say, it's about carrying on that conversation over the next couple of days. We're gonna start delving into the recovery process and, you know, really digging into how we can recover from these addictions and this obsessive behavior. But for now, people, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to spending some time with you again tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you.